I'm working on a project right now, and if you've watched any of our videos and read our blog, you've undoubtedly been introduced to our little dog here named Luka. And so I'm working on a project where I'm trying to show life through the eyes of Luka. And so to do that, I've rigged up this sort of a crazy contraption here. I've got this Manfrotto magic arm and my camera, and this is a PocketWizard Plus 2 transceiver. What this allows me to do is to get this really low so I can get right down here to where Luka is and shoot from his point of view. And so we're going to be doing this. We're going to be shooting all kinds of other points of view, or we mount this on a car and we can sort of show him with his head stuck out the window. We're going to be doing all kinds of stuff. So I'm going to show you how this works. But before we start shooting, let me show you exactly how I have this rigged up here. It's pretty simple. I have a PocketWizard Plus 2 transceiver, and then I have a cable here. This is called a pre-release cable, and it plugs right in here to the camera flash outlet. And from there, this plugs right into my cable release outlet on my camera. Now this is a pre-release cable, which means I can flip this switch here, and it's exactly the same as having my shutter release pushed halfway down. So that keeps my focus always going and makes sure that my camera doesn't fall asleep. So that's about all there is to it. What I'll be doing is I'll be using another PocketWizard here. I'll turn that one on, turn this guy on, turn my camera on, and we are ready to rock and roll. All right, Luka, are you ready? I'm sure he's ready. So let me show you how this works. I'll show you some things, and then we'll move on to our next setup. So here we go. All right, Luka, let's go. Yes, good boy. All right, to make sure I have my focus accurate, what I've done is I've set my camera to AI Servo mode, which in Canon speak, that means constant focus. So my camera, since it has a pre-release trigger on it, that cable I told you about earlier, it's always focusing. And so this allows me just to sort of let the camera go and follow him. I'm using all my autofocus points. I have them all active. So it should do a pretty good job of focusing. I'm also using a wide-angle lens, and that wide-angle lens will be very forgiving for camera movement and also focus issues. Let's go. There we go. Now the exposure on this, I just set my camera to shutter priority mode, set it at 1/100th of a second, and hopefully that'll be fast enough to show some motion but not too much camera shake. So I could have used a normal cable release where I had just a normal cable instead of the PocketWizards. However, that would have had this cable that I could have been tangled up in, and also having this set up, it's really easy for me to switch from me hand holding this to mounting this to my car or a tripod or something and being able to release this remotely.